guys, my name is Figgy. We are Team Nimbus. We got you guys on an anniversary special, Super 17 with the Android 13, 14, 15 package. And let's get into it. So we're playing the Super 17 leader. Honestly, this is like the best Android leader to play currently with the new Android 13, 14, 15 from the anniversary box. Has a burst for 2, sends the top 2 cards to drop, draws a card. Obviously everybody knows that. When it awakens, it untaps 2, which extends plays. On the backside, has a sparking for 5, draws a card, gains crit, and has an activate main, which goes really well, has really well synergy with the Android 13 package, which I'll explain later. It pretty much makes it so if your opponent has 10 or more cards in hand, it brings them down to 9, and I'll explain why that's relevant. So starting off, we play 4 newfound powers of Gohan. This is just to self-awaken if people don't want to awaken you. Obviously, gains crit, 15k. We play 4 Jiros because this makes your whole deck searchable. Just top 3, find any Android except itself, because this is a scientist. People tend to miss that. And then we play 2 Bio Creator Android 20s. This synergizes really well with your leader because it has crit. Gives any Android crit, and plus it makes it gain 5k, and it also goes really well with the Android combo, which I'll explain again later. The card that's really good in this deck, for those who are familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh, this is like the Stratos of your entire deck. It makes your 7-drop Android 13 searchable. And then my super combo of choice, 4 Stout-Hearteds. I guess you can argue you can play Paragus, but personally I played this for the synergy with the new Android 13. So for the anniversary box stuff, the new stuff, the new 14, 15, excuse the really bad common, that's just random. And then the new 13. This is literally what makes this deck so viable again, because you summon out your 13 from your hand on top of this if you have this in your drop area. And this, the cool thing about this is it includes for both materials, 14 and 15. So essentially you go play, you put this underneath, and then you go straight into your 7-drop. And it's just so consistent, so much better, like especially with your 2-drop Android 20 that searches it out. So to go with the package of the 13, 14, 15 from the new anniversary box, we played the 13. Has 2 effects, has double strike, has an effect where when you play it, your opponent chooses a battle card, they KO it. Has a second effect where if your opponent places a card from any area from one of my effects to their drop area, as long as it's a battle card, they pitch another card from their hand. So essentially this really works well with the Super 17. So you'll play this on turn 3, and then if they have, like, for example, 12 cards in hand, and you bring them down to 9 off this, if the cards are all literally battle cards that they pitched off this will trigger and send the same amount of cards they pitched off this with this. So it's just the loop by itself, which is like insane. Personally, like, I think it's a little bit more insane than Cell, to be honest with you, if you set it up right. So to go with the 13 package, I also play the Super 17 package. So we'll start off with the Hellfighter 17, which is Union Absorb. Grabs any Super 17 from your drop or deck. If you use a 17 from either your drop area or hand as material, to go underneath it. And to pair that with, we play the Endless Malice 17. Burst for 3, gains crit 5k. Again, keyword skill also works well with the 13. If they send battle cards from their life to their drop, this will trigger, they'll snipe a card. And then we also play the 3 Villanelli cells. Has critical, draws a card if you play it or combo with it. There are times where you could hardcast this, but never really comes up. And then we also play, obviously, the 17 package that goes with this. We only play one of those because it's kind of like a backup if worst comes to worst. There are times though where you actually couldn't play this, and this actually really goes well with your 13 because his effect is when you swing, has critical dual attack. Your opponent snipes 2 cards, and then just being able to snipe 4 cards off this. Plus, if you have 13 out on the board and all cards are battle cards, like, it's just literally you just snipe their entire hand. So this is what makes this deck insane. And then the one we mostly go into is this one, Infernal Machine. You pitch 2 cards, they pitch 2 cards, and again, also triggers with your 17 if they're battle cards. And whenever this swings, they can't negate the attack, and it has double strike, which comes really in handy for like ending games. And then for negates, we play 4 Shocking Deathball. This also works with your 13 engine, because you can play defensive, you can Shocking Deathball, kill a battle card, your 13 triggers, snipe another card. And then 2 preemptives, just to negate like Fat Nimbus or like the High to Mastery, the 3-drop, you know what I mean. But this also triggers well with the 13 too, because the card's getting sent by effect, so like they'll also snipe another card, which is also really insane. Like you pretty much deny them 2 cards. And then the last but not least, the last card also from Anniversary Box, the 2 new Foos. This card also comes in really clutch to end games. Has triple attack, you overwhelm for 8, you tap 4, and then whenever they activate skills, which includes negates and stuff, they warp for each one. So this also comes in handy to like, just keep the hand like in control and also like control the game with this. And yeah, and that's it. Alright guys, well this does it for the Super 17 deck profile for you guys with the 13 package and Foos from the Anniversary Box. We're also going to do live duels with this, so you guys get to see like what it does in action. We'll also update this deck as well. Leave in the comment section below, like, what you guys would suggest, what you guys would take out, what you guys would put in. We are Team Nimbus, and we're signing off, man.